How many of you saw that story of that Abuja gospel artist that did that bad thing to his girlfriend?
What
He's come from Ajayi. What is her name? Ajayi. Which tribe is she? Ajayi. Well, for how long have you been together? Like a year.
These guys were actually squatting with friends. They were squatting with somebody. And at some point, their girlfriends got missing. They called the boys. One of them ran mad. The second one, after a period of time, we heard that guy died. When I know how it is that when they've looked down on you so much that when they are going out, they don't want to invite you because they feel you are a burden. Start teaching your children early enough survival method. Always live a life of gratitude.
Mr. J, what do you think will make someone do something like that?
Well, it's very obvious, just lack of contentment. And I'm just going to share similar stories, that happened way back when I was in school. Something similar to what just the story of that young man that did that thing to his girlfriend. Now, way back when we were in school, I think 2010, 2011, thereabout, there are two young men. They were in 100 level. I think then I was in like 300 levels. They had big dreams. Each time they had conversations, they were always talking about how their future will look like, how they want to drive the best of cars, have the best of life, and I'm very sure that basically it was just they were looking up to people who were already there. Now, little did we know that they wanted to attain those heights through cutting corners, Now, these guys were actually squatting with friends. They were squatting with somebody. And at some point, their girlfriends got missing.
Wow.
Yeah, their girlfriends got missing. Two of them, their girlfriends got missing. And they kept on searching for them. They were asking questions and here and there, but to no avail. Now, something happened. There was a day that a lady was cleaning the house where they stay. They stay in like the hostel settings in school. Was cleaning the house where they stay. They saw a very big box that was outside for a very long time. The box looks abandoned, and she perceived some weird stench from that box. And when she opened the box, she saw two big pythons.
Wow.
Lying. They were alive, but they were like lifeless. They were powerless, and some blood and fetishes around it with the pictures of those girls in the box. Now, when they asked questions, they called the boys. One of them ran mad immediately at that spot.
Are you serious?
Ran mad immediately at that spot.
Jesus.
The second one, after a period of time, we heard that guy died. Now, most times people just, want to make it big, forgetting that for every height for you to attain in life, there are processes. Every great man you see today has a story to tell. Every great man you see today,
story of resilience.
Exactly, has a story to tell. Society is never going to make it easy for you. Society is never going to. And there are a few reasons why people lack contentment, but I'm just going to highlight few of them. You see, laziness is one. People just want to. I'm a graduate, so I should not look for jobs.
Jobs should look
for me. Then you don't want to put your skill to work. There's nobody that is born empty. Scriptures even say that before I was born, I knew you. There's nobody that is born empty. There are certain skills. Lucky you have a lot of skills. I was going through your videos one time, and I saw how your life transcended into what you are right now. Nobody that does not have a story. The second one, peer pressure. A lot of people use social media to measure their lifestyle, to measure their growth. Forgetting that a lot of people live fake lives on social media. Fake lives on social media. People borrow things that they post just for the gram, just to get views. And you innocently, that God has given you a lot for you to just put to work and become great. You go to social media and you feel you're not doing enough. Even your friends also, friends around you that you keep. I was once like that, in my life, where I had a lot of bad friends around me, and I almost soiled my hands, because you might be contented, but the next person close to you who is your friend will always push you to do stuff like
Make you feel like
yes, you're not
you're
doing
settling
enough.
for
Yeah,
less.
you're not doing enough. Bro, your mates are this, your mates are forgetting
Yeah.
that even your mates are, some of them are in the mortuary. You know, yes, some of your mates are even in prison. You know, but your mates are this, your mates are that. You are talking about what some of your mates have achieved, forgetting that life is processes. There's a particular analysis I want to paint for people that are struggling right now, yeah? Now, for you to climb a one-story building, let's just say for you to climb a one-story building, the steps you are going to take is going to be different for the steps you are going to take to climb a 10-story building. That is how life is. You know, now wherever the height you are going to attain, the steps are going to be different. It takes a lot of patience to attain those steps. It takes a lot of patience. Another one is fear of the future. You know, fear of the future. A lot of people are so scared. You know, what does my future hold for me? What does my future hold for me? There's a particular song I like to sing, because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because he lives, I know.
Sing it now.
Oh, okay, let me just sing
it.
Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know he owns my future. My life is what I live in just because he lives. You know, the fear of the future, I strongly recommend God to everybody. You know, once you have God, your future is secure. But God did not even promise you that hard times will not come. He says hard times will come, but just put your skill to work. Put your skill to work. Another one is setting unrealistic, conditions for yourself. You know, everybody, then when we are growing up, we just thought that life is roller coaster. You go to primary school. From primary school, you go to secondary school. From secondary school, you go to university. From university, you serve. No, you serve. After service, you start working in one oil company.
How do you know? That was what I was going to say. I just did not want to interrupt you. After school, you just get a job
yeah.
in NNPC.
You start working in
Shell.
Yeah, in Shell, and you get married, you have beautiful kids, you go
have
on
like
vacation.
4 cars.
Yeah, 4 cars. You go on vacation. You know, when we are growing up, our minds were conditioned that way. You see, and most times also, I also blame parents. Start teaching your children early enough survival methods.
Exactly.
Don't make them look at life like life is all rosy. No, you will meet issues. Set realistic expectations for yourself. That after school, some of us even have uncles that must have promised us jobs. I have an uncle like that. You know, what you ask you, what level are you now? You tell you are 300 level. Okay, in the next 2-3 years you should be graduating. Okay, just finish and call me. You know, when you graduate, start calling the uncle. He will stop picking your call.
What if he's going through some challenges?
He's a man. It's only God's
God
help that is
yeah.
It's only God's help that is unlimited. Man's help is limited. Set realistic expectations for yourself.
Realistic
and
goals.
Last one, that is the last one. Always live a life of gratitude. Always be thankful for every position of your life. Little progress is also progress. Any step you take ahead is always a step ahead. One thing that has always guided me throughout my life is that the house where I live, once I enter the house, I look at the house and I'm grateful to God. Lord, I'm thankful for this house. I enter my small kukere car. God, I'm thankful for this small car. Any position I find myself, I get any little contract or job that brings food to my table, I am thankful for it.
You're just describing my life right now.
You understand?
Honestly.
In everything that you do,
just give
thanks to God.
Be grateful.
Be grateful at all times. Be grateful. It is when you are now even grateful that there will not be space for the devil to come and tell you that
like you are lacking,
you are not doing well enough.
You're not doing well.
Yes, because most times you see people that do all of these rituals are people that are not grateful. They always feel that there should be more.
They feel like the universe owes them something.
There should be more. There should be more. There should be more. And not even just these rituals. You see, there's the one that always pains me. Most times whenever I go around, you see Hussein and all of that, I see young ladies on the streets. Lucky, let me just share a very, very shocking story that just came to my mind. I went to my brother's office somewhere in Hussein then, years ago. And through his office upstairs, you could see the police station downstairs, and people gathered in that police station that morning. I've had to find out what happened. Now, guess what happened? A particular guy drove an Acura. This latest Acura at the front, I can't remember. Is it MDX? That the front has a V shape. Two of them drove in one car, came to pick up a prostitute that night. Now, when they picked up that prostitute, they went home. After like 20, 30 minutes, they came back again to that same spot to pick up another prostitute. They were staying around that Hussein. Do you understand? Now, when they picked up that second one, she was thirsty because they were upstairs. She doesn't know what they were doing. She was asking, she won't drink water, where on her day. Lo and behold, she could not wait again. There was a fridge she was seeing in the kitchen, a very big fridge. As soon as she opened that fridge, she saw a human head inside the fridge with body parts inside that fridge. The human head she saw was...